Welcome to Prfl Super Bowl pregame show sponsored by Spotify. I'm Pacific and I'm joined by Jack and Cart. And welcome to PRFL's first Super Bowl between the Panthers and the Eagles. Now,
Welcome.
um, it's a chaotic first season, and the underdogs have taken over the top dogs in each conference. As we saw yesterday night, the Eagles took a beautiful victory against the Bears, 32-30, and a game-winning field goal, just to face the Panthers, who blew out the number one seed Seahawks.
Wasn't a blowout.
And
That wasn't a blowout. It's a 10-point game.
it was a blowout, bro. Those kids were getting killed in the first quarter. That's besides the point. But what are you guys' predictions for this Super Bowl?
Okay,
Alright, so
you
I'll start. My prediction is the Panthers winning 42-30.
Whoa.
Now, this is it's not because I don't like the Eagles, bro. It's just because I feel like the Panthers will be able to take advantage of the Eagles trolling, and unlike the Bears who couldn't. And I think that I will actually pull it off. But, yeah.
I think if the Eagles are gonna actually try, then they're gonna blow them out by at least 20 or 14. My prediction's gonna be 56-42 Eagles win.
My prediction is that the Eagles are gonna take the victory here. My score prediction is probably going to be 46-35. I would just say that. I feel like the Eagles are gonna take a close one here because both teams are well rounded, and both of them had to overcome tough moments like facing number one seeds and stuff. But both of these teams are very good matchups, and I think this will be a great Super Bowl.
Honestly, it could be one of the best Super Bowls we've had in a while in OGPRFL. If it's a good game, then it could be a top 3 season we've ever had, honestly. Anything to add on?
No, I think this season so far has set up for a good Super Bowl, and there's been a lot of good games this season, like the Bears and Panthers, where both super teams and QBs faced off for an epic battle, and the Bears won. And I think there's just like a lot of good moments this season. And I think this Super Bowl will close out a great season one for all the teams, and hopefully there'll be more competition next season.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go.
I feel like there will be more competition due to the fact that Revenge is coming back to QB, and
I don't know
also
why though.
I will be FOing.
Is
So
he
like
QB?
it doesn't matter. Yeah, but we're both more comp is coming next season. More things, new things are coming to PRFL, and yeah,
Provincials
Yeah.
eliminated in the final 4. I think he did quite good at receiver. I'm not sure, but coming back as a quarterback next season to try to win it all with his new team. I think he's the Commanders now, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of new teams announced so far, and I think so far we have the Bills, the Commanders, the 49ers are back with a new and improved team as we take a 0-10 season. Yikes. So hopefully these new teams come in with the competition, and we are set for another great season of PRFL football.
And yes, chiming on what Pacific has to say, I do agree with the fact that next season will be better than this season. You know,
More
I'm not even gonna lie. This season was great because this season didn't have as much as FFLs and FFWs in the playoffs as other seasons. Like if we go back to season 1, the only 2 games that were played was really Falcons and Chargers, and then the Super Bowl, Falcons and Rams. But I feel like this is just this season has been a great first one. All the FOs have been chiming in, doing their part, and I feel like next season will be great. Just get more comp and more members, and we'll be back and better.
So JJ, what is his name? How do you pronounce it? JJ Rivera or something? He went from the trenches and benching from Chicago to owning a Super Bowl
Yes, and
team, and he still drops every pass that's thrown to him, but we'll ignore that.
Yes, Rivera, he started from the bottom, now he's here. Just like he's Drake. He did kind of sell in the Seattle game, dropping a bunch of passes. The Seattle versus Bears game, which he dropped like 4 touchdowns and really caused the Bears to get blown out in that game by 38. But, yep, we're not, yep.
And a really interesting story on the other side, as the Eagles had a really iffy season to start. They had a good FO, but after they're
And
suffering 40-point
Brax.
a 40-point loss to the Bears really just made that team collapse. And Prime revived it in week 8 and quickly got a win against the Packers.
Same thing happened
But
with the Panthers. Provincials disbanded, and JJ was
yeah,
quick to pick it up and build a good team around him, including Jake, who was a really key factor in defeating the Seahawks last week in the Final Four.
and
Yes, but
both teams have really good defensive players and offensive players, as we've seen in the Final Four game against the Seahawks. It was Jake putting on a performance against that team, and I think he put up a huge number of touchdowns and a huge number of catches to really wield his team to victory. And on the other side for the Eagles, Fat Nat really put on a show, really catching the ball and really moving the ball past the midfield for the Eagles and basically boosting their momentum. So it's a really fun one to watch, folks. Both quarterbacks, both receivers, and defenses are really gonna show out tonight, and hopefully this will be very entertaining.
yes, I agree that Jake is a good receiver. Yes, but we have to give credit to the quarterback, Smithy. He was doing really good in that Seattle game. You guys watched the first half. He was doing really good. He had 10 touchdowns, no picks, with a perfect QBR. He went 10 for 10 in the first quarter, and then he was playing really good, and he wasn't getting bailed by the receivers. He was actually proven to the whole PRFL world that he's back after season 3. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys weren't here, season 3 was when he lost to Platt by a field goal, and he used to just throw slants all the time. Now he actually has an arsenal in the deep ball, and he's really improved over the PRFL seasons.
Yeah, pressing football showing up here, and this will be a good one to watch here. And yeah, anything else to add, folks?
Not really.
Nope, I got nothing to add.
Well,
that
that is
wraps it up. Coming next
that wraps.
That
on this pregame show, we have Cart singing the national anthem. We have player introductions.
Yes, sir. Tune in.
It's coming up here, presented by JPC and Spotify.
Representing our nation's colors are the armed forces from West Point Academy.
Colors present arms.
To honor America, please welcome Carter from the Chicago Bears to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The PRFL Season 1 Super Bowl is presented by Spotify, music for everybody, and YouTube TV, the way live TV should be.
The following presentation of the PRFL is brought to you by JPC Network.